October is one of my all-time favorite months for a number of reasons. Halloween, fall, pumpkin spice, hot drinks, warmer clothes, spooky season, and last but not least, Inktober. For those of you that don't know, Inktober is an art challenge that's been around for a while. I'm not sure what its origin is, but basically you make an ink drawing every day of the month of October. Normally you'd follow a prompt list, but obviously you don't have to follow these rules. Not everyone draws every day, not everyone uses strictly ink. And I participated in Inktober for the first time a few years ago and really enjoyed it. I think it's a good way to kind of challenge myself to draw every day, and it's a good way to like quickly fill up a sketchbook. And I realized that I really like making little ink drawings, little pen sketches, black and white art, etc. And I've tried to participate every year since then. But I have yet to complete every day of the challenge. So I'm hoping that maybe this year will finally be the year where I overcome this challenge. A little disclaimer beforehand though, I make up my own prompts. I don't follow a prompt list. I just go off of vibes entirely in the moment, and that's it. Because I have found that if I follow a list, then like it gets too strict and it starts feeling too much like a chore rather than a challenge, I guess. It kind of like takes the fun out of it for me, because I just don't want to draw everything. I kind of want to choose what I want to draw in the moment. So yeah, I've been trying to get through the sketchbook over the summer, and I've recently rediscovered the joy of just simple pen sketches of portraits of cute girls. So that's how I start off this Inktober, kind of like still within my comfort zone, but also kind of stepping out of it. So you see that I go in with a black pen on top of the like usual red pen to kind of differentiate this drawing from my other little red pen sketches. And then after that drawing, I started making my more usual Inktober pieces, so more like actual drawings rather than just little pen sketches. So you'll see that I have sketched out the rest of these drawings in advance. I don't record sketching, partly because I sketched them at uni, and also partly because these videos would just be too long otherwise, and the lead doesn't show up on camera very well, so you guys can't really see what I'm actually doing regardless. So yeah, didn't record that. For my first drawing, I chose smoke as my prompt, because I kind of had this idea of drawing this girl who's just smoking a cigarette. So yeah, my normal pen sketch, not a pencil sketch first. I just went straight in with the pen, like I have been doing recently with my little pen sketches. But then I try to like kind of give it line art, not line art, but like go over it again with a black pen. And then I used a little gray Tombow marker for the smoke, because I actually forgot to draw smoke at all. And I was like, I can't really have the prompt be smoke and not have smoke in the drawing. So yeah, that's my simple, quick little piece that I just made just to kind of start off this little challenge. My second drawing, the prompt is fear. Half the time I make these drawings without a prompt in mind, and then as I'm drawing it, or like as the drawing kind of comes to life, I then choose a prompt, or like a prompt kind of comes to me and I go off of that. So this was one of those instances where I just kind of drew a girl, and the way her hands were positioned on her face kind of made her look a little scared. Like her expression doesn't look that scared, but I don't know, something about her hands like kind of like not covering her face but kind of like touching it kind of gave me this little like kind of like Home Alone, like Kevin screaming vibe. So I did kind of go with it. Here you can see that I did a pencil sketch and then did more like line art of it with a black ballpoint pen. I've retired the red pen at this point to kind of stick with the whole like black and white theme that I love so much with Inktober. And then I take my black Tombow marker that I love so much and just kind of color in her hair and her shirt, because I like blocking in and having a lot of like contrast in my Inktober pieces. I think that makes them really like visually pleasing to me. I love like the harsh black up against the white, and then I use a lot of like gray as well for some little like mid-tones as well, and I use a lot of like cross hatching as well for shading. I just really enjoy all that. I really like Inktober because I enjoy making pieces like this. So yeah, that's the second drawing. Also, in this video, you can see every now and then that I am using my old cracked phone to record clips for my TikTok. That way I don't have to take because I use my phone in my tripod stand to record these YouTube videos, and I just can't record both YouTube and TikTok clips at once because I hate having to take down my phone, record a clip, put it back up. It really takes me out of the whole drawing experience, and then I just don't want to draw. So I found that doing this is a lot easier. So I've tried to cut out the clips with my phone in them as much as I can. But if I've forgotten a few parts, then I am sorry. This is my first video since moving into my accommodation and starting my second year of my illustration degree. I was staying at my boyfriend's place for probably around a month, and while I was there, I didn't really have my tripod. I couldn't record like physical videos. Everything that I uploaded on here was either pre-recorded or digital work. And then I guess for like a week or two I just didn't upload, period, because like I guess I just didn't feel like it. Because I couldn't just record a few little sketches and call it a day. I would have to make like a full digital piece, and I was just getting really burnt out from digital work after having made like 2 videos about it in 1 month. I just really didn't feel like doing it anymore. So then I told myself that I'd get back into it once I've gotten into like a routine and I have a desk, I have all my art supplies again, a tripod, so now I can actually make videos again. I've moved into my accommodation. I've started up my second year of my illustration degree because I am in university right now. And yeah, I guess what I've been up to lately, I literally just finished the book Book Lovers today and just started on Poppy War. So yeah, I've pretty much just been reading and drawing. That's what I've been doing these past like 2 weeks. I had family visit me in London because that's where I now live and study. I had family visit me, so we spent the weekend like out shopping, sightseeing, doing stuff. And yeah, so I've now finished my second week of my second year at uni. So I'm starting to get into a routine, and I'm hoping that I guess my own art career and then my like art education can kind of help motivate each other, if that makes sense. Like if it can kind of go hand in hand, and by feeding one I feed the other, if that makes sense. So by being surrounded by art and working with art all day, that'll like help motivate me and keep me inspired for my art career. I can do work outside of school and therefore keep up my content online, and then vice versa, doing all my own personal artwork can keep me inspired and improve for all my uni work. So hopefully that'll kind of work together. For my current art projects, I don't really have any. I'm focusing on Inktober at the moment, and I guess just doing uni work. At the moment I've really only been doing like little sketches for uni. Like it's really only the second week, so I haven't done much. But we've worked a lot with shapes for the first week, and this week we were working a lot with like I said. Wait, did I say it? I can't remember. But this week we've been working with like silhouettes and shadow play stuff, and I think that's kind of fun timing because I like to incorporate like silhouettes and shadow play and just stuff like that in my Inktober pieces. That's really inspired me for Inktober, so that's nice. But I was thinking of maybe starting to do like art vlogs or something. Now that I have my own little space, I could like do art vlogs in my accommodation, show some of my uni work, some of my daily art life. So I wonder if that would be interesting to you guys. The third one is pretty much the same drill as the second drawing. The theme is cat this time. So I have a little like funny looking itty bitty little cat on her shoulders. I've never in my life drawn any animal before. I think I've drawn like fish before, but I tend to stay away from animals because I think they're very hard to draw. And I wouldn't know because I haven't actually tried, but either way they're very intimidating to me. I wanted to have a cat theme without my like character necessarily being a cat girl, So I would have given her like cat ears or something, but I didn't really want to do that. I wanted to give her kind of cat-like features by giving her these kind of cat eyes, like their little, the eyeliner and the little like the long pupils. And I've given her a little collar as well that's supposed to, or like, it's not a collar, but it's like her little like neck piece is supposed to like imitate a cat collar. Not that cats normally wear collars. I don't know what I was really thinking there, but cats can wear collars. So I guess that's where the thought comes from. And then kind of like framed her with this circle that also has little cat ears. So it's like a little cat in the background. But yeah, the cat turned out very small. Like, I guess it's just a little kitten on her shoulder. Yeah, little, it's giving kind of Uncanny Valley, but that's my first cat I've ever drawn, so I'll cut myself a little bit of slack. For day 4, I actually got my boyfriend to pick a prompt for me, and he said rain. So I have a little silhouette of a girl standing in the rain. I must have still had cats on my mind, because she is also kind of keeping her little kitty dry from the rain. And I think that was the same day I was at uni, and we're working with like silhouettes and shadow play at the moment. So I was kind of inspired to just draw like the silhouette of this girl out in the rain. And yeah, I wanted a very simple piece, just the stark black up against the white, blocked out shapes, like no details to it, just girl shadow in rain. And for my last piece of this video, I chose Coquette. But I don't want anyone coming for me. I don't fully understand all these like fashion terms. I'm not like super, I wouldn't say I'm very adept at them. So I'm going off of kind of TikTok Coquette, so just don't take my word for it. But Coquette to me is like, the way I've interpreted it is that it's like very feminine, like soft feminine, pink, like tons of bows and stuff. So that's just kind of what I had gone for, because I wanted another splash of color. I didn't want another like fully black and white piece here. I wanted to focus more on like, I guess, line art and cross hatching, and yeah, just a little pop of color, so that not every piece is like the same. It's not just copy and paste. I want to like kind of mess around and do different things for my different drawings, keep it fresh. That way I won't get bored of them as well. So yeah, that's what my 5th one was. And I didn't record day 6 because I started getting a little bit burnt out after this. At the time that I'm recording this, it's the Friday before this video comes out, and this was my travel day. Some weekends I go down to my boyfriend's and I spend the weekend there, and I don't have a tripod, or I don't bring my tripod then, so I don't really have a way of recording, well, anything. I don't really have a way to record YouTube videos when I'm here. So I'm just not going to bother with it. And if I'm too strict with myself for this challenge, then I'm just not going to finish it regardless. I'm just going to get burnt out and bored. So I'll cut myself a little slack. I'll give myself my one day of not recording a Inktober piece. I'll still do it. I'll still draw it. So I'll just add it on screen here so you can still see the piece. If you go follow me on TikTok, then you can still see the piece. I'll still record like little clips like I've done with all my other Inktober pieces. I just won't be recorded for YouTube. That is my first week of Inktober, and hopefully I'll be able to keep up the work and keep this up throughout all of October. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. You can keep up with my work on TikTok. That's probably where I'm most active, TikTok. I'm focusing on TikTok and YouTube at the moment, so I do upload a lot of YouTube shorts as well. All my TikToks are, well, I think most of my TikToks get like re-uploaded here as YouTube shorts. So, keep up with me both here and on TikTok to see all of my work. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next Sunday.